We haven't got the phone number if our line goes down. Doesn't seem to be working, or the ID or something, whatever they call it. I don't know.
I can resend the appointment to you if that would help.
Yeah, it's what is there a new ID number when the phone is going through, but it's not recognising?
It's not recognising the
ID number.
No, it's exactly the same appointment as the one you came in on earlier today, so it should work in the same way.
I'll try to get in there. Okie dokie. Right, oh, get rid of our face and mic in it, right? Oh, sorry.
Okay, are we all here?
Yes, Chair. Is the representative is here from the other side? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Before I start, there will be a written statement sent out to everybody in relation to this meeting we had today, and in relation to what I'm going to be reading out now. This is an application to vary the premises license in respect to Brasier El Prado Laliston. The application was slightly amended prior to the hearing, and the applicant now seeks to 1. Amend the premises license to permit the sale by retail of alcohol to now allow for sales of alcohol both on and off the premises, including an online purchasing and delivery service. 2. Extend the area for licensable activities to include a room on the first floor of the premises. 3. Extend the area of the premises to include external seating areas. 4. To remove the embedded restrictions currently applying to the premises license. 5. To add a condition that the operation of external area will cease at 9:30 p.m. and the outside pergola to cease at 10 p.m. The committee has heard representation from the applicants and 3 objectors who live near the premises. The committee have only taken into consideration relevant representation which were made under the Licensing Act 2003. Any representations which fall outside of this act are disregarded. The committee also heard from the officer of the Shared Regulatory Services, namely Mrs. Helen Williams, who made representations about her concerns that the licensing of the outside area would cause a noise nuisance to the surrounding properties. The committee noted and took into consideration that since the premises has been allowed to operate, the outside area, there have been no evidence of any complaints of noise nuisance, and the responsible authority did not provide any evidence of noise nuisance at the premises during this period. The committee were not persuaded that following the outside area to open would cause a noise nuisance. The committee also took into consideration that there were no representations or concerns from the police about the application. The committee then, taking into consideration all representations made at the hearing, have decided to grant the application as amended with the following conditions to mitigate any concerns raised by objectors and the statutory authority, namely 1. Seating in the designated area shall be a maximum of 18 in front outside area and 12 in the pergola area as shown on the plan annexed to the licence. 2. Front outside area 18 covers to cease trade and occupation by customers other than those smoking at 9:30 p.m. 3. The pergola building 12 covers to cease trade and occupation by customers other than those smoking at 10 p.m. 4. No food or drink shall be consumed in the front outside area after 9:30 p.m. 5. No food or drink shall be consumed in the pergola area after 10 p.m. 6. No live or recorded music shall be played or relayed to the outside areas. 7. Lighting to be closely controlled by the DPS so that it does not unreasonably intrude upon neighbours. 8. A phone number of management on site to be made permanently available to neighbours. 9. The premises shall install and maintain a comprehensive CCTV system. The system shall be continually recording when the premises is open for licensable activities and all times when customers remain on the premises. 10. All recordings shall be stored for a minimum period of 31 days with date and time stamping. 11. Viewing of recordings shall be made available immediately upon request of police or authorised officers throughout the preceding 31 days period. 12. Staff will receive training on matters concerning underage sales and operating procedures, as well as control of the management of the outside space and customers therein. 13. Prominent, clear and legible notices shall be displayed at all exits, questioning the public respect that the public respect the needs of local residents and to leave the premises and area quietly. 14. Patrons will be encouraged by staff to leave quietly and respect the interests of the occupiers of any nearby noise-sensitive premises. Where appropriate, the licensee or the suitable staff member will monitor patrons leaving at closing time. 15. A noise management plan, NMP, shall be implemented within 21 days of the grant of the license and shall be retained for as long as the premises continues to operate outside. 16. The designated premises supervisor or another responsible member of staff acting on behalf of the DPS will carry out regular physical checks within the area immediately outside the premises at the following intervals. During external physical checks, the DPS or other responsible member of staff acting on behalf of the DPS will monitor the behaviour of the customers and where they consider it appropriate, ask them to regulate it, re-enter the premises or leave the area quietly. Check for empty glasses or litter, and if those items are present, remove them. Reinforce messages about the sensitivity of residents and others and encourage smokers to reduce any adverse impact on their own activities. Ensure there are no unnecessary delays in closing the doors as patrons leave or enter the premises. 18. Management will by all practical means encourage people who smoke to do so, having regard for the sensitivities of the local residents and others in the area, and with a view to reducing any adverse impact on them. Such methods will include, but not necessarily be limited to, verbal messages by staff to customers inside and outside the premises and written notices. 19. Within 42 days of the grant of the licence, an acoustic barrier shall be provided along the top of the embankment alongside the existing fence between El Prado and the properties at 3 Tyddyn Gwaun, which shall be continuous in length along the rear of the property, with no gaps between the fencing panels or the ground, and shall have a minimum mass of 10 kg per M2. The height of the barrier shall be agreed in writing with the licensing authority prior to it being erected. The barrier shall be retained for as long as the premises continue to operate outside. Thank you. So as I said, everybody will receive that written statement. Thank you all very much for attending and taking up all your days. I know you probably got better things to do with your day, but that's how it's been. And I would normally say have a safe journey home, but
Chair, can we just see if the licensing officer has anything to add to that just before you conclude the hearing, please?
Okay.
Chair, just to confirm that the written statement will be attached to a formal notice of decision. We will be emailing that, I think, as we have email contacts for everyone, and that will set out any rights of appeal to the decision made today. But we will do that as soon as reasonably practicable.
Okay, thank you. So, as I said, thank you everybody for turning up.
Thank you all.
The very
Thank
best.
you very much indeed.
And I hope you work well together to make it a success. Thank you very much.
Can you formally end the meeting then,
and
Chair,
with
please?
that, I now close the meeting.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you.